Alright, what up, y'all? Josh has the Jack, I have the Terrapin, and Zach has the
white trash, and I'm in trouble. Oh, it was cheap for what it came with. $15. It came with 15 beers. That's $1 a beer. The hell is she eating?
What are you fucking eating, dog? Anyway, man.
She just stopped chewing when you said that.
So, this is a quick Patreon review. Our patron, Kim Adams, a good buddy of mine, requested...
Old Walmart co-worker.
Yeah, good old Walmart co-worker. Dude went to my wedding.
Wasn't he in a music video?
Yeah,
video?
he was in the video for Cersei. Is that how you say that? Cerise.
Ghost?
Yeah, the Ghost. The first single off of Meloria.
Oh God.
Meloria, whatever.
Okay,
But he was one of the audience members that's like, oh, but they cut his footage.
Oh.
Yeah, it's lame as fuck. But he's in there.
He was, but it's on the floor.
Yeah, it's on the floor somewhere. So anyway,
we want the Snyder cut.
Yeah, we want the Snyder cut.
Whoever the director was, that's the reference.
So he requested a review of King Diamond's Abigail, and I'm like, well, it's all right. I have that album, and we have never spoken about King Diamond on here before, and it's about time. And sadly, I only own King Diamond's Abigail.
You don't have any Merciful Fate?
And The Graveyard. I don't, but when I start buying back from Charlie, I'm going to get all his King Diamond and his Merciful Fate.
Cool.
So I will amass a bigger collection.
I want to say the first time I heard King Diamond songs was through Metallica.
Really?
Garage Inc. has some
really
Merciful Fate covers.
Did not know that.
Yeah, dude, Garage Inc. is worth having.
I have it.
You do?
Yeah, I
didn't
just
know that.
never listened to it.
I didn't know that. Did you get it when you were on your big Metallica kick?
No, I think I got it out of the box, that big box we bought from that dude last year.
Because I got it from Alyssa way
Yeah.
back in like 2002, 2003. And then I got another one from Goodwill like this year or last year because I didn't have the back cover to it. And you know, it's one of those situations where it's kind of sentimental. You're not getting rid of the old one.
Yeah.
So definitely not.
True that.
But yeah, that's the first time I heard some Merciful Fate. And I had no idea it was King Diamond and shit, because, you know.
Yeah, it's not him singing.
Yeah, it's fucking James Hetfield singing, so it sounds like, yeah. Instead of, ah!
So, me and Josh just got listened to it. Zach joined in on the last song. We got tired of waiting on him. No, a little joke.
Shit happens.
Yeah, so,
It's like a dude's taking a dump.
Abigail, yeah, my skeleton guy. So Abigail, what are your thoughts on this album, Josh?
Let me look at it. He kind of likes it. I like cover. That's cool.
Yeah, dude does have some rad covers.
Why it doesn't look like it fits? Like it was.
Yeah, it looks like it's cropped off a little bit. I think it might fold out. I don't know, but
because there's more space under Abigail, and it's cut.
Yeah, it looks like definitely the top half of his King Diamond logo is cut off.
Oh wow,
okay.
that sucks.
Yeah, that's like
you got like a misprint or some shit.
But I'll get into this version of the CD in a minute.
Oh, this is the remastered, eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
King Diamond remastered.
But what do you think about Abigail, Josh? Because I know you had Us or Them or whatever, and the I.
Oh. It's all right. Yes, it's all kind of blends in, and every song sounds like the last song. But it's funny when he starts singing his little chorus shit. Yeah,
it's funny how everyone looks like they belong in like an '80s hair metal band, and there's
except for
King
him.
Diamond.
Like, that is so fucking true, man.
Like these dudes look like they belong in Whitesnake or Warrant.
Yeah, like let me show this to the people here.
And then there's King Diamond.
Look at this. Look at this.
That is amazing.
Look at this shit. That is so fucking hilarious.
Sucks they asked about this one. If
Where
they asked
did you
about the other
first hear
ones,
about
even
them? Because
better.
I know you got this through one of those CD clubs
Yeah, I got
way
this.
back in the day.
Crazy thing about this version of the album. All right, it is from the BMG Music Club, but I always wondered why the fuck.
The CD looked like that.
Yeah, why does the CD look discolored? Even the
It
bottom.
doesn't even really look that bad.
Like
Okay,
discolored.
never mind.
It does not have that silver CD look. So I find out this is a remaster, and it's remastered in like 24 karat gold.
Wow.
So that's worth something.
Yeah, this one when I was.
But how much gold is that?
Well, 24 karat is like full.
Well, yeah, but it's a CD, so it's not that much gold actually on it.
But when I was I didn't know this until I scanned it on Discogs earlier this year, and fucking, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Remastered in fucking gold? What the fuck, man? And so yeah, I was like, that's kind of cool, and it's not worth an amazing amount. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I saw
Maybe
like $40
40.
and shit, you know. And I was like, that's really
Here's-
cool. I didn't know this.
I got a
before.
question. I've seen these out in the wild, and I don't know how legit they are. But I found today was like the third time I found it at the Goodwill outlet. Fish Live '96. Why does it look like it's a burned copy? Because the bottom of it's blue, like a burned copy, but the CD has like a clear label, kind of like that, you know, and it's definitely got some print on it. What's up with that?
That is actually probably worth getting. Get that shit for me if you see it. I need to see it. I need to get it.
I should have got you two things when I was there, because they have, you know, that Deep Purple tribute album I got.
Yeah.
They had it there unopened, just like mine was unopened, but it's 25 cents now. I'm like kicking myself in the ass because I spent $1.99 on it before.
Yeah.
You see shit like that, it pisses you off.
But
But they had that Fish album too, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, fuck, I could have gotten 2 CDs and spent 50 cents.
the thing about the Fish is there are tons and tons and tons of Fish bootleg live albums.
It's kind of like Pearl Jam.
Yeah, pretty much, because it was all part of the whole tape trading. Like Fish allows people to record,
Hey, that's cool.
film their concerts, and just tape.
Because there's a
trade.
lot of bands that don't even want you to have a phone out there nowadays.
Yeah, and Fish is all about that shit, and so like there's just tons and tons of that stuff that floats around, and to find it in the wild, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I'd like to get a hold of that.
Speaking of live, I was watching when I was listening to the new STP song, which is fucking good. I love that song. It's really good to me.
It's alright. I like it okay.
But I was like, what does this new guy sound like doing old stuff?
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I saw some videos of the Chester Bennington doing the older songs, it wasn't too bad.
I don't even remember. I don't even think I heard Chester doing like old songs and stuff. But this guy, I skimmed through a concert on YouTube last night, and I was like, ew. Like, the funny thing is they started with Vaseline, which they always do that. That's their starting song.
Well, the dog found
That's
the
Push.
Oh.
Flies in the Vaseline.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it blows my mind. Keep getting stuck here all the time. Is it you? Is it me?
Yeah, okay.
Such things you can't see. Yeah. That's Vaseline. Anyway, they started with that, and then they did the new song. Not the new one, but the new song with the new guy. And I'm like, eh. And then they did Lady Picture Show and other, like, nothing but old Scott Weiland stuff. And I'm like, this dude just doesn't have it. He's trying to move on stage like Scott Weiland would. And it's like, dude, you look like you're 16 when the other guys look like they could be your dad or your granddad. And it's kind of sad.
Yeah, but back on King Diamond.
Yeah, we're not talking about STP.
King Diamond is I can't remember how I first heard King Diamond. I know.
Yeah, because we didn't have internet.
Yeah.
We didn't have shit. And you
'cause-
got this random fucking.
Because I know Scott mentioned him a couple times.
That doesn't see. I don't understand how Scott
what
would
year?
even listen to
Remember
something
Clerks
like
2?
that.
It was 2003.
Remember Clerks 2?
And I got this in 2004.
Because Scott would listen to shit with growling vocals.
Yeah. I want to say he might have been the one that showed me King Diamond.
But then he also had Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
it was weird.
But yeah.
That's
so,
before I knew about Jethro Tull, and I made fun of him for it.
But this is the first one I got, Abigail. And I dig the fuck out of this. This is a really good fucking album. King Diamond is basically part of that first wave of black metal music, Merciful Fate.
You have
obviously.
7 masks up there, and then your
Oh.
Kiss mask too.
Yeah, the Kiss mask.
You have
picked
11
up.
masks. You
Oh.
need mannequin heads.
Yeah, that would be cool. But anyway, King Diamond is basically proto black metal. Like they're part of that first wave with like Venom and that kind of stuff. And there are characteristics of what would eventually the early black metal sound would be. I mean, this just kind of sounds like a rockin' ass 80s heavy metal album. But it's not power metal. It's not necessarily thrash metal. It's kind of like a weird in between. But a lot of the corpse paint from the black metal scene.
Ghost paint?
Yeah, the ghost face. The
Ghost
paint.
face, that's what I would say. Ghost.
Oh.
I said ghost face.
But
Ghost paint.
a lot of that was kind of influenced by King Diamond's look.
But it's kind of reminiscent of Kiss.
Yeah, exactly. It really is.
And it's like, when you think about it, it's Alice Cooper without the white.
Yeah, and that's another thing I was about to say is, speaking of his voice, he has one of the most distinct,
most unique voices in metal I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it's like opera.
Yeah, and it's almost hilarious. In the way
Yeah,
it
I
sounds.
do laugh at
Because
it.
you'll be like getting into it, and he'll be doing the little growls like this, and then he'll
That's
throw in that fucking high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get that high, but that's what he'll be doing. Yeah.
Now there's a Mastodon song that I
Um,
swear he's singing on.
He does a song with Cradle of Filth.
Man, that'd be
It's
amazing.
badass. It's on the Nymphetamine deluxe version. It's fucking cool as
Damn,
shit.
he just needs to replace Danny Filth.
No. Cradle of Filth better
No.
never do that.
Cradle of Filth is Danny Filth.
Yeah.
Because how
He's
many
the
drummers
only
have
guy
they
left.
had?
He's the only guy left
Exactly.
of the original things. Fucking, if he's gone, Cradle of Filth better be gone.
That's like Guar.
I don't mind Guar keeping,
Yeah, but
Keep
it's
going.
still none of the original
but
members.
it's, it's nobody originals
Like,
there.
come on, you're you're trying to hold on to a job that's barely there.
But fucking this album.
That was like me 10 years ago when Paisley Pooch was closing.
Yeah. So Abigail.
I'm not getting paid, but I'm still going to work.
Abigail is a concept album with a pretty cool ass story. I really dig the story on here, where it's 18 fucking something, 1840 something maybe. This family moves into this mansion that the husband, Jonathan LaFay, inherited, and
It's
when
got
they
a crown on it. That's
when they
stupid.
get there, there's like these 7 horsemen or some shit that tell them, no, don't move in there, don't move in
It's a
there.
fucking crown.
Yeah,
That's
it's
stupid.
the king of ears.
No, it's not. It's
Damn
the cheap
sure
of-
isn't.
It's the cheap
It's a
of
marketing
beers.
ploy. Anyway, the 7 horsemen tell them, don't move in there, bad things happen. So you find out that in 1777, on July 7th, that's a fuckload of sevens.
1777 on July 7th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of fucking sevens.
All the sevens.
Abigail is born, and what happens is
That is such a bland back cover.
something about the
I
child
don't know.
wasn't the man's, and he pushes him down the stairs or something, and or he pushes her down. I can't remember. Anyway, she gives birth and then dies, and then Abigail is stillborn, and there's a crypt in the basement where her body is.
Cool.
Yeah. So, what the fuck?
When we're done with this, we're gonna listen to the new Who.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so Jonathan LaFay and Miriam, his wife, who is pregnant, basically Abigail's ghost is gonna be reborn through Miriam. So he finds this out, and she's possessed by Abigail, and she's like, "Oh, you gotta push me down the stairs like the husband." Yes, the original husband pushed her down the stairs. You need to push me down the stairs like the original one, so she can die where she died, or whatever the fuck. So anyway, he gets her up there, and then Abigail comes back and throws him down the stairs, and fucking, he supposedly dies. He dies in this story, basically, unless you hear Abigail 2. Abigail 2 changes, or, just adds on to things. And so, Abigail is born, the 7 horsemen come back, and then lock her in a coffin. And pretty crazy shit. Pretty cool ass little ghost.
Still ain't no grandma.
Pretty cool.
I love grandma.
Yeah, grandma is badass. This even connects to the Eye album as well, because in Abigail 2, the baby Abigail's mummified body.
There's a 2.
Yeah, has the necklace that's from the
How do
Eye.
you know this if you don't have it?
Because of Wikipedia.
He cheated.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
Thanks.
The cheat book for everyone. That's like the Tips and Tricks magazine.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Perfect.
and
Tips and tricks for music
I used
fans.
to love Tips and Tricks.
But yeah, this is a great fucking album, man. Like, it's not so much thrash metal. It's not. You can definitely tell it sounds like 1987.
Okay, so in 2004, what was your thoughts on this? Because this is different than anything you've heard back in those days.
In 2004, I liked it a lot.
And actually, that was a year that you were transitioning into a lot of different kind of music.
Where were you living then?
We were on
Somerville.
Somerville.
I remember when I brought over the King Diamond one I got after we watched
Yeah,
Clerks 2.
yeah. I was living. Me and Stas were living in our second apartment at that point.
Like you, that year you got into Meatloaf, you got into Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah.
Then King Diamond.
That's when I started
that was
picking
a
up
very,
all the typo albums.
very transitional year.
It was.
You
I just
know,
blew
like
his mind today, but he's never listened to Cold Chamber.
Cold Chamber is pretty badass. Why? What?
Hell, y'all never missed it. I was a big Cold Chamber
Dude,
fan.
it sounds like all the good shit.
I
from
let
Korn.
you guys down. I should have fucking
The
made you listen
bass
to it.
is a straight up fieldy bass.
I'm disappointed in you, Josh.
I'm very disappointed.
Why?
I
did you-
could've-
Why?
It is awesome. I'm like,
you
wow,
should-
this
Because
is
it's a
cool
band
shit.
that sounds like other
Well,
bands
then again,
doing
you know,
new
we
metal.
never really sat around and listened to music. We just talked about it
Well, I used to just get high and then play music.
poorly.
But yeah, I mean, that was a transitional year for me because, like, you know,
It really was.
uh,
Because, like, I don't feel like my transitional year was until 2007. Because
that's when I started checking out more industrial.
in
heavily.
2007, I started, like, all the bands that I grew up with released albums that pissed me off, and that was the first time in my life that I was like, these aren't doing it for me. What else is out there, you know? There's
Yeah.
definitely more out there. So I went to FYE and just looked at the metal section, and I started buying albums based on the sample I heard and the album cover.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I got a Dimmu Borgir album. It's like, holy shit, that sounds like God of War. That's fucking
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, that time was about 2007 was a transitional year for me too. That's when I really heavily got into industrial, but probably 2008 and 9
And I
was
used
a
to make
bigger
fun of you,
transitional
too.
year.
It's not music.
It's not music. I'm not playing by instruments.
Yeah,
It's not no real drums in it.
Stupid 19-year-old.
I mean, we all have
Yeah.
those moments. I used
You used to make fun of me for listening to simple fucking punk music.
Well, I'm not. I didn't like make fun of you. I would joke about the band.
Well, I would
wouldn't
feel like
I wouldn't be
I
a
would-
dick.
I took
But
it
like
personally.
fucking I used to talk shit about rap and hip hop.
Yeah,
Like
we
you
used to.
talk shit
Yeah.
about electronic. Kind
That's
of
how I
stuff.
felt about rap, because it's not, in my mind state, it's not. It's just people talking fast. And there's just a computer beat. It's not a real drummer. There's
But
no,
then that's
there's no
when I
bass
started
on there.
realizing I was like,
And I'm like, music doesn't have to be organic. You
right,
know?
yeah, and that's when I
have
realized
to feel it.
many years ago. It was like 2008 when I finally said, you know what?
Doesn't
Because-
fucking matter.
Because I was like,
If you
I
like
talk
it-
all this shit about rap or rappers and hip hop. I talk all this shit about it, but it is all over the electronica I like, gorillas.
Especially
You know,
Gorillaz.
and I'm like, I can't
And then
talk
we grew
shit.
up liking some of the old.
We did.
some
did.
of the old,
And I'm like, I can't
like
sit here and-
gangster rap in the '90s. We
Yeah.
loved that shit.
That's when I first started being like, I need to stop being an elitist scumbag.
Now I will say, rap was good when
Oh,
it was
yeah.
all gangster, and then in the 2000s, it started becoming more glamour.
2000s is kind of when
and
I'm dropping.
Check
off
out my
of
chain,
the-
look at
off
my
of the-
whip,
the
all this
mainstream side.
cars and clothes, money and hoes and shit, dude. That's when it got really.
But all the cool artists were still cool. You know, Dell was still cool.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking MF Doom still cool then. Gorillaz
But still,
was
even though
good.
back in the day to now, I still like Dr.
The
Dre.
Roots.
The Roots, fuck, dude, they're like my favorite. Wu-Tang,
But
but
No.
I wouldn't even call Wu-Tang gangster.
no, they're not. I'm just talking about hip hop in general.
Yeah,
Hip hop.
they're
in
a
general.
'90s hip hop group, but they're not
Yeah.
gangster. Like, you throw Biggie, Tupac, and NWA.
Because I'm not the biggest fan of the gangsta shit either.
Yeah,
I'm
but
mostly
I like
a fan
the
of
beats.
the sound. Yeah,
I like the beats,
The G-funk.
the music.
I'm
like
a bigger fan of the G-funk
that's
sound.
something you don't get anymore.
If I could get G-funk instrumentals, I'm all about it. Because like I don't relate to what they fucking talk about.
There's a Black Keys song with.
with a G-funk sound.
Let me.
Well, I'm down with that. But anyway, back to fucking Abigail. I mean, this is what we're here for.
Yeah.
The album is fantastic. Definitely worth checking out, especially if you are a black metal fan and you want to hear some of the early, just the proto side of it. You know, the very first incarnation of what black metal came from. I mean, this obviously sounds a little more polished than what the second
It's
wave of
polished.
black metal would sound like when you get your true, true cult? How do they say it? True Norwegian black
Yeah.
metal.
Go get corpse face just where it comes
Yeah, you
in.
get your fucking
Corpse paint
corpse
just
paint.
Travis.
Yeah, that's rad. What album is that on?
Turn Blue.
Do I have that one?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think Charlie got any more Black Keys after El Camino.
Okay, so anyway, if you, I mean, definitely it's not for everybody, especially his vocals. Like I like the vocals, but I do laugh when he does the Elmo.
The Elmo?
thing. It sounds like a Muppet. I just picture a
I never
fucking
fucking
Muppet
thought that.
fucking
it was
doing
Elmo.
that. Like Elmo.
I want to know that. If it's King Diamond and Mastodon.
Mastodon.
That song from Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you
But-
know what song I'm talking about?
No, because I didn't see that movie.
That was a good movie.
But
If you were high.
give me a rating on this, Josh. Abigail.
Ah, 7. Yes, yeah, bad. Ain't nothing spectacular. I mean, I prefer the goofiness of
Them and the
them
eye.
and them and whatnot. The story of grandma coming home from the asylum.
Which is
I
a rad
guess it
fucking album,
is.
too. But I give it a 7 too, cause like
I can't
it's-
give a rating because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I give it a 7 too, because to me it's not nothing, like, I like it a lot, I do, but it's nothing I really go back to all that often. Like, to tell you the truth, right now was probably the first time I've listened to this since maybe
15
2007, yeah, like, a good 12 years maybe,
Okay.
but definitely worth checking out. Definitely dig the shit out of this album.
Is this King Diamond?
Well, skip to the shit. So we're not.
I'm about to say, like, no, that's not.
Just don't monetize it.
I mean, I can't monetize it, but they're still gonna fucking flag your ass, no matter what. I can't monetize them because we don't have 1,000 subs. They fucked us. Oh my god. How long is that?
Oh, I remember that.
Alright. And this is Mastodon?
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
God, they used to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like King Diamond.
Yeah, that's Queen Diamond.
King Diamond.
Yeah.
So anyway, y'all, if you know, drop it in the comments where that song from the Aqua Teen movie is. I'm sure, because that sounds like I noticed King Diamond more than I noticed Mastodon in that. Like, I'm like, whoa, this is Mastodon? Wow, that's amazing. But we'll see you guys on another video. We're gonna do a couple of them tonight. Y'all have fun. The Who.